Welcome back to the adventure. So, from last time, we join our heroes Surge, Kid, and Guile as they enter the Viper Manor. We're looking for answers as to why the Dragoons are looking for Surge and why they're trying to capture him, as well as the Frozen Flame. So upon entry, we are faced with a combination door, and so of course we fail it, and then we fall through a trap door into a cage surrounded by guards. Kid decides it's a great idea to mock them. They decide that we're going to open the cage and fight us. So naturally we defeat them easily, and we steal their guard uniforms. And now we're able to explore the lower floors of the manor in peace without being stopped by the guards. So the first place we check, we find Glenn. He's a powerful member of the Archaea Dragoons, but he also seems to have forgotten the combination of the main door. So he cleverly writes it down on a wall, so he doesn't forget. That's some big brain thinking there, Glenn. And we happen to read that wall as well, so now we have the combination. But before running back up the stairs and to the main door, let's continue exploring the manor in our disguises. We run into Karsh. He was that guy who was trying to capture us when we were looking at our tombstone. As well as Zoa. He's a large man who wears a large helmet and not much clothing. These are both members of the four divas of the Dragoons, and they're both very eager to give us all the information about the manor and some history of the inhabitants, because we look like new recruits. From there, we discover a treasure room, which of course we plunder, but also fall into another trap. Guile even pointed out and was like, this looks like a trap. But we insisted on stealing, and we fell into a trap. So we appear in a laboratory, and we're trapped in another cage. And there's a scientist in there, and she's doing experiments. Here's a clip of that. You will all be my guinea pigs. Finish them. Oh no! What is this? No! Not like this. This is Lucia, and after defeating her little onion creations, we find Pip, and Pip is in a cage, and we decide to set it free. Let's hope that pays off later. We continue to explore the manor, and we find a character named Harl, who's a harlequin, and she's having a nap. So we let Sleeping Joker sleep. So after exploring all those rooms, we decide it's finally time to go through that main door that we fell through earlier. So we enter a big throne room, and we go through another door, across a bridge, and there's two characters there. It's a little girl named Mercy, who is another one of the four divas, like Karsh and Zoa. She's very unpleasant. The second is a prophet, who sounds a lot like Professor James. Dinosaurs. There we go. What is it, old? What is it, Mercy? Is someone there? The prophet goes on a long-winded explanation of how there's two alternate realities and how they split from one reality to two 10 years ago, and how we might be able to transport between the two of them. He said a lot of things, and it really hurt my voice because his dialogue in Professor James that hurts the throat. So after that long explanation, Marcy decides it's time to attack us. So we beat up a small child, and we continue to look for answers about why General Viper wants Surge, and where is this Frozen Flame that Kid wants for some unknown reason. Upon entry back into the main hallway, we are approached by Harl, Harlequin, who is very taken by Surge. Surge really does attract all the fun ones. But she doesn't really want to fight us. She just flirts away, and Kid kind of just chases her off. It was a weird encounter. So onwards we go. We go up to General Viper's chamber and try to figure out why he's so interested in Surge. Upon questioning him, General Viper seemed to be very clueless as to who Surge is and wasn't even aware that he was the one who was sending people out to capture him. And then from the shadows appears Lynx. Lynx appears to be the one who's pulling all the strings. I believe we have finally met our main antagonist. And after a fight with Lynx, that was actually just a shadow of himself, we find ourselves ready to make our escape from the manor. In all the confusion, Lady Riddell appears, and Kid decides that she's a good hostage that we can use to make our escape. But unfortunately, Lynx uses a knife and poisons Kid. I can't make this stuff up. So there we are. We're cornered at the top of this tower of the manor. And we make a leap of faith. So there's Kid, Surge, and Guile all atop this tower, and we jump. And we jump and we fall into the water below. It was a good thing Korcha was down there. He rescued us and took him back to his village. And we wake up and there's a big decision to make. Whether or not we're going to save Kid from her poison. This is a branching path. And we as a stream, we decided that we were going to save her. And that pretty much catches you up. We'll see you on Sunday.